I'm so sorry, Kevin. I failed as your mother. But I'm so tired. I'm so tired. At least this way. At least this way, the two of us can...
That dream again? How long is it gonna take before it goes away? It had to happen on Rufina's big day, too. I was hoping I'd be able to stop worrying her when I get older, but at this rate...
I'm sure she's plenty used to you worrying her already.
Oh, it's you, Reese. Don't scare me like that. How long have you been in here?
For a while. We're supposed to be cleaning the chapel today, but you weren't getting up, so I came to check on you. You seem to be having a nightmare, though, so I thought I'd wake you.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Reese. I was being a pain for you again, wasn't I?
No more than usual. You've been a loser since the day I met you. I don't expect that to change anytime soon.
Damn. Just throwing fucking insults, okay.
Ouch, kick a guy while he's down, why don't you? Well, whatever. We don't want to be late for breakfast on Rufina's big day, do we? So let's go and get this done.
All right. Sugar-doo-doo-doo.
Rufina!
Oh? Good morning, you two. I wasn't expecting to see you here this early. Are you on cleaning duty today? Yes, but...
What are you doing up so early? You got a long journey ahead of you. You need plenty of sleep or you're going to be exhausted before you even get there. I mean, isn't Arteria like ages away from here?
Well, yes. But I won't be able to offer my prayers to Idios here again for quite some time. So I decided to get up early and pray for all the days I'm going to be missing you. Or going to be missing two. Not you, two.
Seriously? That's why?
That's very you. Are you really going to be that busy, though? I thought you might be able to come home from time to time at least.
Nope. She gone.
I wish I could say otherwise, but I probably will. I will just become a squire, so there will be plenty of work in store for me. I'll be lucky to find some sleep. Never mind, come home. Find time to sleep. I might be able to squeeze some time into my schedule once I've gotten a hang of my workload, but until then... Okay.
And that's why you gotta sleep now while you still can. Come on, you've done enough praying for one day, so go back to bed until breakfast or something.
You're so cold to me.
What? How?
I thought you'd want to make the most of the time you've got left with me, but it's like you don't even want me here. Did I do a bad job at raising you?
I never said I didn't want you here. And you might have done a lot for me, but raising me is a stretch.
It's okay, he's just embarrassed. He's actually more than happy to talk to you. He's just terrible at showing it.
Oh, get over yourself.
Is that so now? I should have known. You're such a typical boy, Kevin. They all act indifferent to avoid letting their loved ones know just how much they care. And don't forget, he's at that rebellious age, too.
How have I managed to survive being twisted around your fingers for so long? Is trying to toy with the hearts of innocent young boys a family thing or something?
Or what?
I read that wrong. Oh, I'd hardly say young. It's been about 5 years by now, you know. And, speaking of which, I think I'm starting to get a craving for some chocolate. Maybe I should pick some up on the way to the station. Quincy Bell, of course, for obvious reasons. Oh, their new mint chocolates are my current new favorite. The fresh aftertaste mixes in with the chocolate really well. Mixes in with the chocolate flavor really well. I'll admit that does sound tempting, but I think I'm more in the mood for the classic milk this time. That flavor will always be a fun little trip down memory lane for me. The day I baby birded chocolate into Kevin's mouth.
Because how we met?
Kevin, you're disgusting.
Why?
I think we all get that warm and fuzzy feeling back when you look back on it. After all, the day you came to live with us, Kevin, was the start of many, many new and wonderful memories. I treasure every single one I've made during these 5 years. They're all priceless to me.
Then why did you decide to become a squire and leave us? It just doesn't seem like the right job for you. Even if you wanted to be in the church, couldn't you have become a sister at the chapel in town or something?
I'm sorry, Kevin. Apparently I've just got the aptitude for it, or so I'm told. So I've been told. I feel like the best thing I can do is make use of that and try to help people in the best way I can. Of course, there's always the chance I won't be cut out for it at all, and we'll have to come home anyways.
There's no way a girl as naive as you is going to be any good with the crazy tough stuff that you would have to do. You better come straight back home once you've had enough.
Really? Well, if it does come to that, I'll be expecting a nice warm welcome from the two of you. And with that, I believe this conversation has done a lovely job with helping you procrastinate cleaning for long enough. Should I lend a hand? If we're going to do the job, we might as well do it perfectly and have the whole chapel sparkling. Sparkling! Anyway, another flashback with Kevin. We got a little more insight into his relationship with Rufina and Reese. And Chapter 3 begins! Golden Road, Silver Road. A couple of roads, eh? And let's see who we got inside of this sealed crystal. Who it gonna be? Man, I might have to restart the game before I keep going here, because it's doing that thing where it's getting all glitchy too much, and I feel like it starts off the game fine, but then after like 30 or 40 minutes, it starts getting all glitchy because the stupid-ass GPU issue or something. Wait, 2 lights? Hold on. 2 lights?
Huh. I wonder if the other one could be...
Is it going to be the queen and the princess? Could be. No, it's the bird. Duh. How could I forget the fucking bird? Scree, scree. What just happened? Julia? Did you not leave for a training exercise on board the Arsai? I'm so relieved to see you're safe, Your Highness. Well, I see Sieg is with you, too. Scree? He is, but, I'm not quite sure what's going on. What?
Long time no see, girl.
Hi, Chloe! I wasn't sure expecting... I sure wasn't expecting to run into you here. What are you all doing here? Oh.
It's good to see you again, Chloe. And Sieg too, of course. You two look well.
Thank you. I'm not sure what to say. I feel like I should be waking up any moment now, but I'm not sure I even want to.
Scree, scree. Scree, 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 scree.
I see. We find ourselves in quite the predicament, haven't we? I'm relieved to hear that the empty Grand Cell you found wasn't the real city at least, but still. Unfortunately, that doesn't rule out the real capital being in danger. We're dealing with something that has such great power it can create a flawless replica of a vast city. There's no telling how far its influence could extend.
Reese, surely there's no need to worry her so.
We have nothing to gain from shying away from the truth. If anything, she's helping me better understand the gravity of the situation we're in. I'd like to help the investigation if I can. I'm not sure I could do much more than what you're already doing, but I won't drag you down.
Scree, scree. But Your Highness.
I'm sorry, Julia, but I'm afraid nothing you can say will change my mind. I may not fully understand the situation we're in, but I do know that it threatens the safety of our capital, perhaps the whole nation. I'd be a disgrace as a crown princess if I were to just stand by and do nothing while the people I will one day rule over are threatened.
Wow, you're amazing, Chloe.
As you wish, Your Highness.
Well, welcome to the team.
Great, I'll do what I can. So is our next destination that teleportation circle at the end of the sealed area?
Yeah, that should let us travel to the next area. Or, by the sounds of it, to the next plane.
Yeah. That appears to be the technical name for the various areas that make up the land we're in. It's a concept used in the Septian Church, too. Our world is made up of a number of planes, or realms situated on top of one another. At the top of this is the sky where the goddess dwells. Below that is the earth where we live, and at the bottom lies Gehenna, where sinners are judged. Those are the main 3, but in between them there are countless other planes or realms, too.
So in other words, the further down we descend, the less the blessings of the goddess will be able to reach us. Hey, can you not say stuff like that?
With all those creepy monsters roaming around, it's freaky enough around here as it is. Heh, you sound like a child who's afraid to walk around the house when the lights are off. Although I suppose that does make sense, given that you truly are a child. I am so not a child. Anyway, if that fake Grand Cell was the second plane, then the next one's the third, right? I mean, it sounds obvious, but I'm not sure it's all going to in one clear direction, or if we might run into a fork at some point.
I think straightforward is a safe enough assumption to make for now. And while we might not know what that Lord of Phantasma wants with us, we know it's nothing good. So even if it's not like that, that doesn't change how ugly this could get. So let's get ready for just about anything. Who knows what's waiting for us up ahead? Huh? Something wrong, Reese? If you think you might have figured something out, the rest of the class would love to hear about it.
No, it's nothing important. You're right. We should start getting ready to leave. It may be worth our while to investigate some of the doors we've encountered thus far, too. Yeah, I don't know what's up with those things, but there sure are a ton of them. At the very least, they don't seem to have been placed by any of our foes. I'm all in favor of investigating them, too. Well, I believe at this point in time, we only have the right characters to open up one more of them, other than going back to Tita's door, of course. And that would be to bring Joshua with Chloe.
Together now.
Which I think that's exactly what I'm going to do, because Chloe's a good healer, if I remember correctly. She's definitely just a good magic user in general, so that's good. Let's check the shop situation out, and then we will head to the teleport to the third area, or maybe we'll head to the door that assumedly requires Joshua and Chloe. That's what it seems like. Okay, so we can get a better weapon for Joshua now, which is good, and a better weapon for Chloe as well. Interesting. Well, I guess we're going to do that then. Better have the best weapons you can get, man. Alright, armor is no bueno. Alright, we're good then. I feel like I want more Tira bombs. Could get like, I mean, basically one Tira bomb will cost me 800 Mira, which is 27 yellow Sepith. I'm gonna sell enough for 2. This only gives me 20. Let's go with that. I already have more fire and water Sepith than I need to, but let's just do that for now. Get a couple things of money, so I literally just want to buy a handful of Tira bombs, because I do use these quite a bit, and probably will continue to do so. All right, let's run over here, refill my CP real quick. I like how everybody's over here just having a nice little powwow picnic around the picnic table. Kind of adorable. Alright, let me pop a save real quick. And then I'm actually going to kill the game and see... Actually, you know what? I'm not going to do that. Hold on. Shit. I just want to go back to the city real quick. I kind of want to go to the third area, like, before I do anything else. I don't know, I feel like the fucking shit is laggy, though. I really should just restart it. You know what? I am just going to restart it. Fuck it. Let me restart it and just see if it changes anything. Alright. Let's see if that helps a little bit on this situation. But yeah, I want to see what Area 3 looks like before we do any of the doors. Just get our next, like, teleport point, you know?
Well, this should take us to the third plane. Funny how this warp ended up being in the exact same spot that device to seal the Oriole was in the real world.
Device? Are you referring to the first barrier mentioned in that report?
Yeah, the one designed to temporarily freeze it in another dimensional space. Although, unfortunately for the guys who pulled it off, it looks like even that was enough to stop the Gospels being able to influence it.
I see. We still don't know what happened to the Ariel either. There seem to be many who think that the Libra Arc collapsing means that the Ariel itself is no more too, which is possible, I suppose. All we really know is that, judging by how shaken Wiseman was, something unexpected happened. Beyond that, nothing. I fear Professor Wiseman may be the only one who knows the truth about exactly what happened. Although I don't have the faintest idea where he could be now or what he's doing there. What? But the report said quite clearly.
No one in the church is sure what happened to him either. It's still being looked into. Still, I think it's fairly safe to say that Wiseman isn't involved in what's happening right here. If he were, I'm sure he'd openly be openly reveling every second of this. You all know what kind of guy he is.
That's true. He doesn't really have anything to gain by wearing a mask like that, I suppose.
We got way too many unanswered questions at this point. All we can do is keep looking for answers. The less we know, the more we have to be on guard, though, so we best be careful. Right, Reese?
I suppose so. Alright. I do feel like I should do at least one of the doors today, because if I don't, then, then we stack up hella doors we gotta do later. But anyway, let's check out the third area. Like I said, I want to check this shit out before we do anything else. This does not look like a familiar area, first of all. Where are we now?
Something similar to the Jade Corridor by the look of it.
Kevin, over there. Look. Ooh, that's some sick music right there. The Golden and Silver Roads. There they are. That's the chapter name. Okay, then.
A golden and silver gate? Well, this is foreboding. Again?
Here comes that voice. Oh, it's this lady again. Oh? The ghost we saw in Grancel.
Visitors from...
Oh, sorry.
Visit from all. Bearers of the Grail Emblem. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Before you stand the entrances. Before you stands the entrances to the twin corridors. Proceed through them both in sync, or never shall you reach the dark depths beyond.
In sync? Oh shit, are we gonna use all of our party members at the same time?
I trust their operation to the monument before you. Step forth into corridors, the power of the Grail with you, and move onward. But beware. Once you have stepped through the doors, the trial must be completed.
Okay. Oh?
Well, that's another one answered. That voice we've been hearing all this time was hers. Although now the next question is, who is she anyway?
Whoever she is, she gave us some valuable advice on how to proceed. Step forth into the corridors, the power of the Grail with you, and move onward.
And I say we take her up on that advice. Moving in sync means we're going to have to split up, though. Or more like Reese and I have to each take a door at the same time while you guys tag along with whoever.
That's how I took it, too. If we don't do it the way she said, I doubt we'll ever be able to advance.
Heh. They sure aren't making it easy for us, huh?
That means we're going to need to split up as two so that you guys don't go in alone. It's still not the most ideal situation when there are only 4 of us and things are so dangerous, but it's what we have to do. Why not ask the rest back in the garden to help us? That way we can form 2 groups of 4, and that should hopefully be good enough for any challenges up ahead. But that voice said that Kevin and I needed to be the ones who step through the gates.
Sure, but that's all she specified, that you and me need to go through different ones. She didn't say anything about what these guys have to do. Plus, there's no telling what's waiting for us on the other side. We could use their help.
All right then, thank you.
Not a problem.
So what should we do? Should we call everyone here right away?
Even if we did, I wouldn't blame them if they wanted some time to prep before heading out. Especially since I got a hunch that once we get in those gates, there's no going back out. So instead of calling them here, let's go back to them, and then we'll all come here once we fill up to the challenge.
Okay. Third plane. The dungeon on this plane requires you to form 2 parties with Kevin and Reese as their leaders in order to advance. Each of the characters you have at this point will need to be placed in one of these parties. Furthermore, for the beginning of the dungeon, you won't be able to return to the garden until it's complete. So begin exploring, inspect the monument at the start of the third plane, and choose Explore Third Plane. Okay, cool. So, we're going to save that for next session of this game. I'm definitely not going to do that right now. I'm going to restore my shit, even though I totally just realized I didn't need to do that. I'm going to check the shop real quick, see if they have anything new. Yes, they do. They got new bows and swords and, oh my god, new weapons, oh my. Bitch, I just bought new weapons for every... Ah, I feel stupid. Well, let's sell old shit first. Oh, you know what? I didn't even equip those new weapons, did I? Well, you know what? I don't even care. Because we're going to buy new shit. We're going to get some all new shit, y'all. Time to convert some Sepith into money because we need it. Alright. 1 hundo of those. 1 hundo of those. 1 hundo of those. I'm just going to go 1 hundo across the board. Because we got a lot of Sepith right now. Alright. Trade it. Let's buy some stuff. 5 hundo a piece. Let's go. Alright. New weapon for Kevin. New weapon for Reese. New weapon for Josh. I'm sure these are better than what everybody else is using. But we'll just get the one for Chloe for now. Titanium suits. I need 4 of them. Shit. I'm going to do it, though. Yeah, see? I'm going to have to sell 100 more of everything to get enough to do what I want to do here. So let's do, like... 75? We'll do 100 of everything I have over 700 of. I won't sell any wind. I won't sell any time either, since time I have more or less of that. Let's see if that's enough to get with everything else that I wanted to get. It's not going to be, right? Because the titanium suits are 2k, huh? That's fine. Alright, hold up. Let's do some equipment situations. That Bestia coat is pretty good. And I can sell my other weapons as well, the ones I just fucking took off. Which aren't going to be worth that much, but they're worth something. Alright. Sell these 3 survival vests. Keep the titanium suit that I just fucking bought. Alright, so first of all, let's go... Let me save it. I think I'm going to go to the door. Also, I just wanted to take a quick look at how many planes are on this screen. We're on the 3rd plane. It looks like there's 4 more circles below. I don't know what these little small circles are on the, right and left of some of these spots. Maybe those are little, like, side paths we can unlock later or something. Maybe they have to do with the doors. But, yeah. Okay, the girl with the orbital engineering, girl with silver locks. We'll get her later, I guess. Guardian of the royal family and the blade that serves the imperial house. We already did that one. Oh, we have to do 100 battles. I should check my battle count and see if I can open up this door. I should check that. I'm going to do this one first if I have 100 battles, which I probably do at this point. Bring to me the boy with eyes of amber and the princess with indomitable will. We're going to go check out these 2 doors, I think. Only girl in the band who takes skies. We did that one already. Bring me the girl who loves to fish. That's probably Estelle. And bring me the guy with the fist of steel. That's probably Big Boy Zin. Okay, hold on. How many battles have I fought? Let's see. 99 victories, 105 battles. Wow. 99 victories. I don't remember. Did it say we had to do 100 battles or win 100 battles? Struggle through 100 battles. That's all it says. Let's go try it. I mean, it's fucking one battle. I can go fight a battle real quick if I need to. But here, let's see if we can go in the store now. Those who have not proven themselves, blah, blah, blah. Just open the door or not. Game. Nope. You gotta have 99 victories. Well, alrighty then. Noted. Or 100 victories, not 99. I have 99. We need one more. Let's get one more, shall we? I mean, I actually want to hit this bitch with long range anyway, so he doesn't blow up in my fucking face. Fuck out of here, homeboy. Yeah. All right, that's 100. So whether it's 100 victories or 100 fights, that's it now. We in there. Wait, where the hell was the door? Is it on the other side? Shit. Is it up here? There it is. Like Douglas Adams said in the Hitchhiker's Guide series, doors do like to hear themselves talk, I suppose. All right, let's see what this door opens to. It's probably going to be something not necessarily backstory related. I don't know. We'll see. Or a complete side path. The Star Chamber. It looks like everybody gets to go inside this one. That's new. I shall grant you a memory fragment. Oh, okay, so it's going to be another memory fragment. But who's it going to involve? That's the real question. Enclosed is a report on the damage dealt to the former Principality of Northumbria by the Salt Pale. Also contained within is research on the Pale itself. Holy City of Arteria. Congregation for the Sacraments. I hereby present this report to you, Your Holiness, ever at the side of the goddess. This report contains classified information and may only be read by those with the clearance to do so. Certain sections of the utmost secrecy have also been blacked out. Progression of events after the Pale's appearance. July 1st, 1178. 5:45 a.m. An urgent report came in from Halias Cathedral in the then Principality, now Estate of Northumbria, northern Zemuria. It stated that a giant white pillar so tall it appears to kiss the clouds had appeared on the outskirts of the city. Bishop Alexei, the one who sent the report, behaved as if extremely unsettled by what was happening. By urgent order of the committee, 2 knights of Gralsritter, the 8th Dominion, aka the Roaring Lion, and the Squire, both of whom were working on another mission in the nearby nation, were dispatched to perform a formal investigation. They hurried to the scene via the 8th Merkabah unit. Please note that the Merkabahs had only recently been put into use at this point. They arrived promptly, and at 6:22 a.m., this is what they saw. Enclosed is a photograph of the object now known as the Salt Pale. At this point, however, it was far larger than the term pale would suggest. It looks like a giant licorice sticking out of the ground, but it's white. You know, it's a big stick of white licorice that got sticking out of the ground. That's kind of funny. It was more akin to a massive tower that soared hundreds of arge into the air. The 2 knights provided the following observation regarding the situation on their arrival. We were met with a mighty hailstorm blowing in our direction, from Haliask, or so it appeared at first, till we eventually realized the storm contained not ice, but salt. The object's surface is completely covered with salt, making it impossible to tell what it may actually look like underneath. The surrounding air has become powdered salt, and it falls to the ground like snow falling on a tundra. The spread of that salinification process was startlingly rapid, and the affected area spread in the blink of an eye. By the time the Gralsritter arrived, the entire landscape of the capital had turned to salt, and the lives of many who lived there, like the aforementioned Bishop Alexei, had already been lost. Yet the spread did not stop there. That's 2 thes. Typo! A day after the Salt Pale first appeared, a vast coniferous forest zone north of the capital crystallized and collapsed. Bridges also collapsed, rendering all the main highways out of the city unusable. Please note that by this point, then-ruler Prince Balmund had already fled the country to a nearby nation. 2 days passed since the Pale's appearance. By this point, roughly half of the entire principality had become a sea of salt. Countless refugees had fled to the southern side of the country because the river Greaves stood between it and the affected area. Finally, 3 days after the Pale's appearance, the solidifying process stopped at dawn. As a result, the knights were able to advance on the capital of Haliask with the hope of investigating the salt Pale. That afternoon, they finally reached it. But what they found looked completely different from how the Pale had before when they first arrived in Northumbria. Okay. In the center of the solidified area, they found an object that was a mere 2.5 arge in height. Its surface was no longer blanketed in salt, rather, it looked as if something had been carved out of it. It is now believed that the Pale's mass decreased as the solidification process progressed. In its smaller state, the Pale had lost its power to turn swaths of the country to salt, but its ability to solidify was still very much intact. Anything that touched it even for a millisecond was instantly turned into salt. It was of the utmost importance to handle it with care. In order to complete the mission without physical contact, the Gralls would have required the use of the sacred tool Gleipnir, which was delivered to them from the High Seat in Arteria. Since then, it has been closely sealed away, deep within the High Seat in Arteria. Still, while the recovery mission was ultimately deemed a success, the damage already caused was equally vast and significant. No damage to the surrounding nations was reported, but it resulted in the destruction of 3 of the 5 administrative districts of the Principality, including the capital. Over a third of the total population, along with travelers from elsewhere, lost their lives. This is to say nothing of the emotional damage caused. Due to its sudden outbreak, the hearts of Northumbria's people were overwhelmed with fear and uncertainty. From a humanitarian and religious perspective, a swift response from the Septian Church was all but necessary. The decision was made to dispatch personnel to the region right away, and upon arrival they set about rebuilding the damaged churches and healing both the physical and mental wounds of the people. Those who were left orphaned in the crisis were taken into gospel facilities where they would be cared for until adulthood. The northern region of the country, which had been turned entirely to salt, was placed under the church's control, and had been a restricted area ever since. Supplementary notes. After some time, the country's former leader, Prince Balmund, attempted to rebuild the government, but given that he had fled the country during its hour of need, caring only for himself and not his people, all authority he once had was gone. The following year, the country's people led an armed uprising, and the Principality of Northumbria was no more. Eventually, elections were held, and the country became a democracy, thus bringing about the bring of an autonomous state we know of now. This was also when the former Principality's armed forces reformed as a Vigilante Corps. Given the extreme poverty of the state, however, the majority of the Corps considered gathering foreign currency to be of the utmost importance. This is how the large-scale Jaeger Corps, known as the Northern Jaegers, was first established. As far as the rest of Zemuria is concerned, this is where the tale of the Salt Pale ends, but a number of very important questions still remain unanswered. Perhaps the most obvious of these is where it came from. Despite the considerable size of the object and that it appeared on the outskirts of a populated city, no information is available regarding the moment it first appeared. The most popular theory is that its appearance was due to something akin to spatial translocation, but no hard evidence exists to support this or any other theory. Of more importance, however, is its positioning in the teachings of the Septian Church. The Pale is clearly different in nature to artifacts and appears to be a more fundamental manifestation of Goddess's powers of creation. With the limits of our knowledge at present, this is as far as we can get to the truth. There are some who have proposed it may be one of the Septarions, but no evidence has been found in the legend or scripture to support this belief. Nevertheless, these questions and many others need answering, and the Congregation of the Sacraments continue to study the Salt Pale to this day. The most accepted proposal comes from those who believe the Pale should be seen as nothing more than a gift from Remedios, and they continue to consider various means for her church to make good use of it. The most realistic of these plans is using it in the manufacture of a sacred tool used for execution. Parts of the Pale are cut away using high-pressure water and then surrounded with a cylinder made from salt crystal, allowing them to be fired directly from the target without requiring the user to make direct contact. Should the bolt make successful contact with a human target, their whole body would turn to salt, killing them in mere seconds. There are no known means for reversing or stopping the process. This approach does not come without flaws. It seems unwise to be careless with an object we still do not understand the true nature of, for one thing. There are also humanitarian concerns with executing someone in this manner. Still, it does bear mentioning that should there ever be a case where a target needs to be eliminated without fail, this would be the most surefire way to carry it out. It should go without saying that research on it is intended to continue into the future. Okay, then. Appendix regarding the aforementioned sacred tool. Trial use begins of the sacred tool. Top secret work only. Permission granted to use in execution of used in the execution of fired from bowgun. Results were extremely favorable. No damage was caused to the surrounding area. The target was also successfully erased. Appendix about the target. The target was orphaned by the salt pail when it first appeared. A brief history of Bleh is as follows. S-1180 joins the Septian Church. S-1185 joins the Congregation of the Sacrament for the Sacraments as an official. S-1190 promoted to bishop. S-1195 declared a heretic and excommunicated from the church. Huh. Okay. Side story, the salt pail finished. Okay, and we also got the Petrify and 3500 Mira for reading. Nice. Okay, well, that was not entirely what I was expecting. Just a straight up side, like, reading side story thing to read, you know? But okay, if there's going to be more like that, I'll just be wary of it. Reading isn't so bad when I'm not doing a voice, so I don't mind doing that as much. But I'm a little concerned now, because before I go on with the next session of this game, I would like to do the other door that requires Chloe and Josh assumedly. But yeah, it's definitely a one-off door, Frog. That was a one-off door for sure. So I'm actually quite curious to make sure I have the right people for this too. So let's save it and try to open this door. Bring to me the boys with eyes of amber. And the boy with eyes of amber and the princess with indomitable will. Success. We have the right people. I guess let's just do this too, because I really don't have time today to go to the split path thing. So let's just get another one of these door things done, no matter however long it's going to take me. Did I go through Tita's second go yet? Not yet. I might do that next time as well. That story was about Wiseman, Terra? Was I supposed to infer that? Based on the fact that he was a bishop or whatever? I don't know. Anyway, I shall grant to you a memory fragment and my blessing. It's so weird that Tita had to do a fight, but nobody else has had to do a fight when they go into these yet. Super weird. Breaking news! Oh, shit. Liberal news, special issue. The Flying City falls. Liberal is safe once more. Glory to the young bracers who saved us all from crisis. Featured story, the Liberal Arc collapses. An enigmatic object, gone in a flash. The mysterious structure that appeared last month over Valeria Lake disappeared as suddenly as it came, collapsing loudly in a giant mountain of the rubble into the lake. Many of our readers have witnessed the moment for themselves, but it seems that it was visible not only from Liberal, but from the southern edge of the Empire and from Calvard as well. A small minority argued that the structure may have been a new weapon belonging to the Royal Army, but this turn of events seems to conclusively rule out that possibility. The collapse of the Liberal Arc also caused a 2-hour high tsunami around the edges of the lakes, but so far, there have been no reports of serious injuries, fatalities, or missing persons as a result of this. Unfortunate fishermen. The worst that seems to have been reported is a number of unfortunate fishermen who were unable to escape in time, getting covered in water. Oh no, not water. Ugh. What was the Liberal Arc? According to an investigation by the Royal Guard and Bracer Guild, it was a flying city from ancient Zemurian times. How exactly it came to be above Valeria Lake to begin with, or what caused it to collapse, remains to be confirmed, but it appears to be without a doubt that the international crime syndicate known as the Society was somehow involved. While this is yet to be officially confirmed, reports suggest that an investigation team in the city encountered a group of Crimson soldiers there supporting the above theory. This place is just one mystery after another, but we can't let those guys get away with any more than they already have, said a member of the team. Furthermore, Zeiss Central Factory and the Royal Army are planning to continue investigating the Liberal Arc, and to this end will be launching a combined salvage operation. Recovering from shutdown. Around the time of the Liberal Arc's collapse, the orbital shutdown phenomenon that tormented the whole of the country finally ceased. As a result, many now believe that the city caused the phenomenon, but no conclusive proof of this has been established, and we can only await further research into the issue. Thoughts? The orbital shutdown phenomenon and the chaos that was created as a result have been a sobering reminder of just how dependent all of us are on the orbits in our daily lives. Perhaps something similar may have never happen again, but this is still a good opportunity to reflect on just how much we owe to orbits, and perhaps to try and reduce our reliance on them. Politics. Crown Princess Claudia has been busy. As previously reported, Her Highness Princess Claudia is now this nation's crown princess. As a result, we will be referring to her as such in all publications moving forward. Crown Princess Claudia wasted no time after assuming her position in meeting the Prince Olivert of the Erebonian Empire, and together they reconfirmed our two nations' relationship with one another. After the discussions, they both boarded the Arsai together. It's widely expected that this meeting will contribute to ensuring peaceful relations with Ereboni in the future. In addition to the pair plan to both be in attendance at the upcoming banquet to be held at Grancel Castle. We will bring you all the latest on that in due time. Closing thoughts. As you all know, our homeland of Liberal has been victim to a vast number of calamities over the past year. There was the coup d'etat, the bizarre changes at the Tetrasilic Towers, coming under the assault of the Ancient Dragon, our capital being attacked, and finally the Liberal Arc's appearance, as already discussed in this very issue. What you may not know, however, is that there is a group of young men and women who were involved in the resolution of all these crises, their steel-like will and unyielding determination leading them to their conclusions. If not for them, these crises may not have been resolved or taken a turn for the worst. I would like to take this opportunity to thank them for all they have done for us. Thank you. You are truly this nation's great hope. And that would be our homies and group that did all the work in the first two games. All right. So that was some nice news article. Also, what's up, Flammy? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Oh boy, we already got frame skips in the fucking cutscene. Woot woot woot. Okay, this is Mr. Nile.
What's taking so long, Dorothy? Get a move on. I'm gonna leave you behind.
Wait for me.
No time for waiting. If we take much longer, the banquet's gonna start without us. We're talking about a big celebration held by the Queen here. Being late isn't an option.
But I'm so hungry. Ew, she farted. I can't walk another step.
I have a horrible feeling I know what's going on here. You skipped lunch so you could eat more at the banquet, didn't you?
I didn't even eat breakfast. I haven't eaten a thing since yesterday. Going 30 hours without eating is making me feel all kinds of lightheaded.
What the hell were you thinking?
I can't move. Carry me.
Hell no. Come on, we're going. There's no way we can miss an occasion like this. It's gonna be Adios knows how many famous people there. First on the agenda, snapping a photo of Her Majesty and the Crown Princess, and then...
Huh? This actually isn't so bad, Heart. She's just getting dragged along. It's not so bad. I'll just have a big hole in the knee of my pants, but otherwise I'm good. At one point, this very capital was placed in grave danger. Is that the old lady? That's the old lady, right? But thanks to the efforts of everyone here and many others, all is well. This humble banquet is intended to be an occasion to celebrate the fact, as well as to honor all those who contributed to making it a reality. If you would, Claudia. Of course. All those invited to today's party contributed in one way or another to protecting the peace of Liberal by ending the peril we were faced with. Whether it was extending a helping hand to those in need, or working to fight off the threats that instilled fear in the hearts of our people. As this country's future monarch, I would like to extend my deepest gratitude to each and every one of you. Thank you all very much. Holding this party is nothing compared to all that you've done, but...
We just made it.
We're finally here! Food! Someone give me food!
Hell you doing? Eating can wait. Got pictures to take. Crown Princess's speech might be finishing soon.
Oh, okay. Clack, 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 clack. Well, I do hope you will enjoy your time here all the same. What the hell was Duke's voice again? I'm sure you all very busy. I don't know what I did with his voice. I'm sure you all I'm sure you are all busy men and women burdened by the great responsibilities and concerns. But today I would ask that you all cast those aside in order to rest, relax, and enjoy yourselves. That's not the voice I use for him, but whatever. The food on offer here is the same of the finest and liberal, so by all means partake until while you can no more, till you can no more. And may the goddess bless the station. Stop taking pictures. It's messing with my eyes when I'm trying to read, bitch. Bum, bum, bum. Wow, we got Estella in this flashback too. Nice. Chloe really is something, huh? I'm not sure I could dress super nice, get up in front of a crowd like this, and make a big speech the way she just did. Yeah, she is. She said she wasn't feeling confident about how she'd do as a crown princess before. But from where I'm standing, she's doing just fine. Really fine. Seeing her is kind of making me jealous, though. I wish I could pull off fancy dresses the way she does. Josh is like, girl, that skirt, though. You got something to say, mister? Oh, it's nothing. You're just not all that girly most of the time. So it always takes me by surprise when you suddenly are. What do you mean I'm not girly? Surely, lately we've been so busy with helping get Liberal back in shape, so I haven't had time to go back home. But that doesn't mean I don't want to wear a pretty dress or something once in a while, you know. I know. Still, it really is surprising just how much we've grown even in these past few weeks. I have? Well, it's been pretty rough running up and down the country so much, but you've kept it up with ease. And your judgments as a bracer are getting more spot on with every decision you make. Fancy dress or not, I think you're a pretty wonderful person, Estelle. I don't know why, but it's weird hearing you pile on the compliments so much. But what can I say? I'm glad that things seem to have finally calmed down a bit on the work front these past few days. The capital might not be entirely the way it was, but it's getting there. I think we can finally afford to take a breather. Yeah. Oh, look! Look at all that food! The chefs at the castle supposedly made the entire spread, too. There's no way I'm missing out on this. I didn't get to enjoy the food back during the birthday festivities, so now's my time to pig out big time. I'm gonna eat till I barf. Stay right here, Joshua. I'm gonna go scope out the goods. He's like, God damn it, I want food. She might have grown in some areas, but she's still got a ways to go in others. Hey, look, how you doing, Joshua? Stella not here with you? She just went to go get food a second ago, actually. Are you two here for more work than fun? Bingo. There aren't many occasions where this many famous faces are gathered in one place. There was no way we could pass up the chance to come and score some interviews. Don't think you're getting out of here without answering some questions either. We'll get to you two later. So now, there's no going home until you spoken to us, alright? Alright. Great. Next up's Crown Princess. Hop to it, Dorothy. I can't go on. I need something to eat. Let me have something to eat. Not until we're done. Questions to ask, photos to take. Why are you so mean? He's even more fired up today than usual. I wonder how Stella's doing. Pigging out. So much for scoping out the food. Suppose this is as good a chance as any. I owe a lot to the people here on a personal level, too. Maybe I should go around and thank them while I have a chance. Oh, so we're actually going to play as Josh for a second. Okay. Am I going to play AI Somnium Files Mizuki Edition when it comes out? I have no idea, Tara. I don't know much about it other than somebody told me, or, was in the Discord recently who mentioned that they're even making that game. So I have no idea. I'll just give you a maybe. But if it looks like it's good and it sounds like it's good, I probably will play it at some point. But not right when it comes out. Definitely not going to happen. Sure are a lot of guests today. By all means, help yourself to any of the food. It's all tastes much better while it's still hot. Yep. All right, let's go around and talk to everybody, I guess. You were able to make it, Richard? Fucking dickard. Thanks to the Brigadier General Bright's generosity, yes. I've received an official pardon from Her Majesty for my actions. Probably for foiling the Society's attack on Grancel, right? That's good news. I'm happy for you. I wish I could say the same, but I don't feel as though I've deserved to be pardoned at all. Now that the nation is at peace, I feel this is the time I should be facing up to my crimes, not having them swept under the rug. Can't say I don't understand, but still. Please, Joshua, you needn't look so concerned. I have no intention of refusing Her Majesty's kindness or going against her will. I merely feel a strong desire to settle things within myself, and I fully intend on following through. That is all. All right, then. Thanks to Brigadier General Bright's mercy, I was able to receive a full pardon for my actions. But I still feel as though I need to settle things. Okay. Okay. Oh, I wasn't expecting to find you here. Still, thank you very much for your support during the attack on Grancel. It really did help us all. Oh, please. I only did what I did because it was one of His Excellency's bail conditions. Make no mistake, I wouldn't have helped any of you worthless Drekks otherwise. You wouldn't think it would be so hard to accept a thank you. What a bitch. Still a bitch, I see. Anyway, what's up, players? It's Tita and Agate. So when are you coming? Hold on, I haven't even... Ah, Joshua! Hey, man, making the rounds? Something like that, yeah. Anything interesting going on with you? Sort of. Agate said he was going to come over for dinner in Zeiss a while back, so I was just asking him when he's free. Oh, that's right, so he did. When we were getting off the R side, right? I didn't really mean it, though. It's just one of those things you say in passing, but don't give much thought to. I ain't exactly swimming in free time, you know, being a bracer's busy work. I'd like to go, sure, but I've got no idea if I'll actually have time to do it. But I've been looking forward to you coming ever since. Okay. Let me think. Maybe the end of the month. That should be okay. I think that Friday's free. Think. Really? Is that a promise? Yeah, I guess. Oh, Joshua, it's been a long time since I last saw you. It's good to see you again too, Professor. Although speaking of the last time I heard there's a plan in motion to pull up the Liberal Ark from the lake and investigate it. You heard right, and it'll be carried out in conjunction with the Royal Army. That's not to say it'll be easy, of course. But the area lake's fairly deep, so we can't start hauling up bits of the city all willy-nilly. So we're intending to work on making a map of the lake's bottom using sonar first, which is going to take quite some time as it is. Okay. Anybody else around here? Are my other homies here? Do you need something to drink, sir? There's plenty available, alcoholic or otherwise.
Yeah, plenty over. Just goes to show that if we endure, the cottage will eventually attend her hand of salvation to us all. That's reassuring to know.
Poor Mr. Murdoch. Is there enough food available for you? If there's anything you would like more of, please feel free to let me know. Greetings, Joshua. I'd like to take this... I forget what his voice even was.
I'd like to take this chance to thank you again for all your team did to thwart Ouroboros' schemes and return peace to Liberal. The debt of gratitude we owe is beyond measure.
Please, you're exaggerating, sir. We might have been the ones who entered the Liberal Ark, but we wouldn't have had a chance of success if we were on our own. It was only because of you, Richard, Kurt, and the others fighting on the ground that we were able to succeed.
We certainly say the same to you, though, although it is true that none of us could have brought about peace alone. Still, I've been wanting the chance to thank you personally for all that you did. The faith we had in you to see your work through to the end was just what we needed to fight.
Okay. Oh, Mayor Klaus.
Oh, Joshua, it's been some time since I last saw you.
It has. I didn't know you were here, Mayor Klaus.
The mayors of each Liberal cities and towns were invited, I believe. I'm not sure why I was when I didn't do all that much to contribute anything, but I decided to attend nonetheless.
That's not true at all. I hear the food supplies that were delivered to Bose and Grancel were done on your orders. That was particularly well received here, and we all know how dire things were at the time. You've got so much as a right to be here being thanked for your efforts as anyone else.
It was? Well, that's certainly a relief to hear. Thank you very much for letting me know, Joshua.
This is some party, isn't it? I don't think you'll find a banquet with a guest list quite like this anywhere.
I used to be a businessman, so I've been to my fair share of vacations like this. But I've never been to any with this many famous people in attendance.
It's a pleasure to see you again, Joshua.
You too, Leela. How have you been well?
I have, thank you. Although, I wish I could say the same for the mayor. She collapsed from overworking herself the other day. As such, I had no choice but to force her to take some time off work.
That bad, huh?
I'm afraid so. She was finally able to rest and recover enough to my satisfaction, thankfully, so she's now returned to her duties. I assure you that she's in good hands.
Okay. I'd heard the Academy was actually preoccupied by armed assailants at one point. I was ever so worried when I first heard the news. No, you don't worry about what the Academy suffered no major damage as a result of that happening. I was a shock to the students, but they're all back to their usual cheery selves now.
All right, Mayor Dumbledore, or Professor Dumbledore.
Oh shit!
You two look comfortable. Haven't had to do these people's voices in this playthrough yet.
Oh, if it isn't Joshua, care to join us for a few drinks?
Haha, no, don't be shy now. The night is only just beginning. But I want to see those exquisite amber eyes of yours swim before it comes to a close. I'm good, thanks.
Oh, come on. We're at a celebratory banquet here. Don't be such a spoilsport. Oh, I know. Why didn't you have a few drinks to celebrate you becoming a senior bracer at the same time? It feels like it was ages ago, but we never did get to celebrate your promotion. Only Estelle's.
Say, Shira? About Luciola.
Haha. Silly Joshua. What are you getting all worried about her for? You really needed to be.
Shira's right. Especially not now. We all have our concerns and worries about all that happened over the past few weeks and months. But this is not the time to be thinking about them. This is the time to be making merry and drowning in fine drink. From sunset to sunrise.
Right.
I don't think there's ever been a time for not making merry as far as you're concerned. He's got a point, though. Oh, and while I've got the chance to say this to you, no more going off on your own, you hear? You have no idea how worried Estelle was about you after you last disappeared. I could barely bring myself to watch her.
I won't. I've got no intention of doing anything like that again. I'm fine now.
Well, if you say so.
Haha, that docile expression of yours is so adorable, Joshua. Don't go showing off that face too much tonight, all right? All right, Olivier, all right. What's up, General?
Oh, it's you. I've heard nothing but... I've heard you've been lending a hand with the restoration efforts in addition to all you did with the Liberarch. You have my thanks.
You're quite welcome, sir. I wasn't expecting him to thank me. I wonder if something happened. Nah, we good. He Gucci, man. Oh, shit. It's Daddy. What's up, Dad?
Ah, Joshua.
Surprised to see you here, Dad. Thought you said over the phone you wouldn't be able to attend because you were so swamped.
Oh, swamped is an understatement. Transporting goods needed to get the country back in order, making sure every area has all the utilities it needs. I'm drowning in work. It's going to take a while longer before we can say Liberal is back to normal too, I fear.
Come to think of it, Estelle and I certainly didn't expect to find soldiers even in Liberal's smaller villages, so it threw us off to see as much while we were helping out where we could. It doesn't come as a surprise if you're the one responsible, though. It should go a long way toward helping people feel at ease.
It's times like these that when we've got to do all we can for one another, and the Army's no different. With Ereboni and Calvart's internal political situations a mystery to us, the organization of the Army has had to be shelved for now, too. Still, no matter how busy a man is, everyone needs to kick back
once in a while, I think is what it should say.
So make sure you make the most of tonight, Joshua.
I think you need to kick back more than I do, Dad. Estelle's been pretty worried about you, you know.
Haha, there's no need to worry about me. I'm hanging in there. In fact, I'd say I'm taking it too easy.
Sure. Alright. We checked all the upstairs peeps. Let's hang out with the downstairs peeps. What's up, dude? Hey, Joshua. Didn't expect to see you guys here. You were invited then.
Sure was. An invitation just showed up out of nowhere. You can imagine our surprise when we saw the thing. No way we were turning down some high-class grub, though, so we hurried on over.
That's very like you. Not going to deny it. That aside, thanks to Her Majesty pardoning us, we're now free to walk around in the open. Feels like we should start thinking about how to make a good, honest living for ourselves. That's not the first time you said that. Something about wanting to start up a courier service, right? Well, maybe. But that's not the only thing we could try out. Whatever we settle on, it should involve flying the skies. That's how we've lived so far. I don't want it to change now. Sounds good, players. What's up, Kev? What you doing here? Kevin? I wasn't expecting you to still be in Liberal. Oh, sup? You invited too, huh? Makes sense. So, having fun? You better be. Take it from me. If you don't want to make the most of times like these and eat your heart out, you're going to regret it later. Or if you don't make it. Thank you very much for all you did for me, Kevin. If you hadn't come to Liberal when you did, don't sweat it, bruh. Not like I did anything special. Glad to see all the side effects look about gone, too. You're looking spiffy these days, Joshua. So yeah, just forget about OME or whatever. It's all in the past now, bruh. I'm not sure if I should ask this, but are you... Joshua. I'm not going to be in Liberal for much longer, so this might be the last time we meet for a while, but I hope we'll get a chance to see each other again someday. Yeah, I hope so too. Okay. Oh, Ambassador Cochran. I forgot about her. Have we actually met her? It's nice to be able to attend a banquet like this. It truly drives home the point that this nation is back at peace again. The trouble regarding the Liberarch and subsequent restoration efforts have really shown me anew how capable a ruler Queen Alicia is. She's handled all that's happened impeccably. If all of this happened in the Republic, shouldn't have been resolved, or wouldn't have been resolved anywhere near as smoothly, let me tell you. My boy Zen, what's up, playa? First time we've seen him in this game. How's it going, Joshua? Hello, Zen. Thanks again for all the help you've been giving with the restoration efforts. I don't know what we've done without your help. Or without you, rather. They think nothing of it. It's all part of being a racer, really. Can't say how much longer I'll be able to lend a helping hand, though. Gotta pack up and head back home at some point. The political situation isn't exactly stable over here, there, or anywhere, really, if you see. I see. Miss Maid, I need some food. So many people, man. Why, hello there, Joshua. Tonight's party is hosted by Her Majesty and All Her Grace, so I do hope you'll enjoy yourself. Oh, Hart, you're always welcome to come back to the castle anytime. I'd be more than happy to help you get dolled up for the occasion, too. Oh, God. The girl that helped Joshua get dressed in a maid outfit. I'm never wearing a maid outfit again, just so you know. Never. Now that everything's back to normal, it feels like all that's happened that day was some sort of a dream. I'd certainly rather believe it was. Seeing the castle gates fall and those scary people charging through was like a nightmare. I thought I was going to faint at the sight of it all. We're going to talk to the queen and them last, because that's probably who we're here to talk to. So let's just get through everybody else. Man, this is one hell of a party. I normally work as a chef over at Sanctime Gate, but I was called over here to help. It's a real huge honor to be able to help out at an occasion like this spectacular. I doubt I'll ever be able to get an opportunity like this again. I swear, it's like watching two children squabble. It's great that we're peaceful again and all, but I think these two are taking things a little too far. Oh, it's Grant. I forgot of this fucking guy's face. Okay, anyway. After all the work we've been doing lately, it's great to be able to come to a swanky place like this and put our feet up. Food's pretty good, too. Wow. I don't know if Josette from... I didn't know Josette was from the nobility. I always pictured Erebonian nobles as being real stuffy and scary. But maybe there are a few cute ones mixed in there. Sure, Annalise, sure. Ha! I'd figure that'd be the case. Looks like I'm the most fit to be at this party after all. Because I've been to plenty of high society gatherings wearing poofy dresses. Hey, don't make it sound like I've never worn a dress before. Because I have, for your information. I just don't need to go around trying to convince everyone that I'm not a boy, unlike some people I could name. Try saying I look like a boy again and see what happens. Look, you two, I appreciate that you have your differences, but we're kind of in a really public, really high-class place here, so could you, like, take this fight somewhere else? Shut up, Joshua! Wow, sorry. Bitches. It was an honor to be able to put up my skills to test making tonight's mini dishes. I do hope that they will be to your satisfaction. Please have your fill. It's good to see you again, Elnon. I heard that you're here as the Bracer Guild's representative today. Is that true? Oh, this guy. Okay. Indeed, all the other receptions are busy. You see, I was the only one able to attend. That's too bad. Isn't it, though? This would have been a fine time for us to exchange information. But oh well. There's always tomorrow, as they say.
Greetings, Joshua. You've done some fine work these past couple of weeks. The damage reports on the regions of Liberal you've been providing have proven invaluable to allocating personnel. I really can't thank you enough.
Oh, you needn't thank me, dog. By the way, Kurt, I feel like I need to say something regarding my Bracer badge. As you probably already know, what power I have was given to me by the Society. Before becoming a Bracer, I used it to commit many unforgivable crimes, too. No matter how much I think about it, I just can't see how someone like me is fit to call himself a Bracer.
You know, Joshua, I've always seen power as an imperfect concept, and that's why I believe people are able to use it. Am I wrong?
Nah, I suppose not.
And what difference is there between us? We're both keenly aware of our flaws, and yet we both use what limited power we have to do what we believe to be right. I see no difference.
Well, I can't really argue with that logic. Still can't pretend to be completely confident in myself, though.
Be that as it may, that's nothing to be ashamed of. You should simply continue striving to overcome it. And while this is but my personal opinion, I'd say you're a model Bracer.
Well, thank you very much, sir. Oh, it's Vander and Julia. Ah, if it isn't Joshua, I was just discussing the aftermath of the crisis here with Major Vander.
Fortunately, the Liber Ark's collapse caused little direct damage by itself.
That might not have been the case if there had been any ships on the lake at the time, but due in part to the orbital shutdown phenomenon, none were. The tsunami afterward was quite small, too. I'd say we were rather fortunate. Estelle and I were able to see as much when we traveled around the lakeshore. A few people who were watching the city collapse were caught up in it, and a small number of fishermen were splashed with water, but that's about it.
Indeed. If anything, a much greater problem was the confusion that came about as a result of losing orbital power. Liberal is, after all, one of the most advanced nations on the continent when it comes to orbital technology.
Ordinarily, that is one of our greatest strengths, but in this case, it worked against us. The crisis is now past, but that doesn't mean our work is done. We still have plenty ahead of us to take care of.
Indeed.
Ah, just the man, just the man! Pardon?
Oh? Is this the boy you were speaking of earlier?
That's correct, this is Joshua. I don't remember what I was doing with this guy's voice. He was like a little punk-ass bitch. I was just telling the ambassador here about your various accomplishments, Joshua.
It's an honor to finally meet you. I'm the resident Erebonian ambassador here in Liberal, Davil Krenar.
It's nice to meet you.
The tale of how you flew on the top of that flying city, all while knowing it may be the last thing you did, brought tears to my eyes. How you were able to participate in an operation that may have brought your death, casting aside even your girlfriend's objections, I don't know. But I know this, Liberal needs more young men and women like you.
Thank you for saying so, sir. Just what has the Duke been telling him?
I don't know. Time to talk to the princess.
What? You'd like me to give a comment? Well, let's see.
Looks like she's being interviewed at the moment. I should leave her be for now. Shit, should we talk to everybody else first? Good evening, Your Majesty. Thank you very much for inviting me today.
Oh, not at all. I'm pleased to see you've come. I've been eagerly awaiting the day we can meet again. I hear you and Estelle have been traveling and helping with the restoration efforts.
That's correct. We both wanted to see how things were across the kingdom with our own eyes. I'm glad we did too, because now I can finally breathe a sigh of relief. People really are strong.
That they are. I've been queen for over 40 years, and the strength of Liberal citizens continues to amaze me to this day. There are plenty who like to credit either my abilities as a ruler or over technology for this tiny nation's good fortune, but we would be nothing without its people. I wasn't the one who allowed us to overcome the recent crisis for the war 10 years ago, and neither was orbital technology. No, I believe it was the will of its people to live. That's what I believe supports our country both then and now.
People's will to live?
Indeed. You were gracious enough to call this country your second home, Joshua. From now on, your will to live will be another great support for this nation. As its queen, that makes me happier than you can imagine.
Thank you, Your Majesty. Your words mean a lot to me. Can we talk to her yet? Okay, so did we miss somebody? I talked to everybody, didn't I? Oh wait, hold on. Okay, I think that's about everyone now. There were a few people I didn't get to talk to, though, so hopefully I can make another round of the party once they're free. Okay.
Ah, here we go. Come on, Dorothy. We're talking to the military guys next. Get a move on, woman. We haven't got all day.
Niall, I don't feel too good. My stomach feels like a giant bottle of water.
That's what happens when you drink way too much in a short period of time, you idiot. Never mind that. We got work to do.
Okay.
Also, hey, Mara, welcome. You must be done with your stream. How's it going? Joshua? Oh, shit. It's Joshua? It's Chloe. Hey, Chloe. Finally got a bit of a break? Must be exhausting having to do one interview after another.
Well, I suppose it is a little. Not too bad, though. I've had to do a lot more of them ever since becoming Crown Princess, so I'm starting to get used to them.
I can believe it. Feels like I've been seeing your face in all kinds of papers and magazines lately. I think anyone would learn to adjust after a while.
Well, you know.
Well, you know. Probably won't be too long before it starts to die down, so just hang in there. All you can really do is grin and bear it until then, unfortunately.
Yes, I know. That's exactly what I intend to do, too. I swore to myself that I would do all I could to help and protect this country's people. Accepting the few interviews here and there is the easy part.
Well, if you say so. You really are strong.
I'm not so sure about that. I still feel as if I'm doubting myself a lot of the time. Like I just have to keep going out of my comfort zone, feeling reckless with every push.
Maybe so. Still doesn't change the fact that you're strong. Not to me, anyway. I remember the strength you showed trying to protect Clem when we first met, too.
Thank you. I nearly forgot about that. Maybe now would be the best time after all.
Something on your mind, Chloe?
Can I have a little of your time, Joshua? I've got something I want to say to you.
Sure, okay.
This way, then.
Oh, shit. She's gonna take him to a private room and just drop that dress, isn't she? Uh-oh. Is it just me, or does she seem kind of bothered by something? Where's Estelle right now, anyway? Chomp, chomp, munch, munch. Munch, munch, chew, chew. I got stomachs to spare, bitch! Oh, she's picking up... Oh, she's picking up her pace. This could get interesting. Whose side are you on, anyway? I guess I can just leave her as she is for now. She seems pretty occupied. I should go and see what Chloe wants then. Have I done something to make her angry, though? I don't feel like I have. You haven't missed that much, Mara. This is actually one of the flashback doors where we're seeing some flashback stuff. But I did get Joshua back in the party and Chloe. Those are the two that are back. That's why we're seeing this flashback, because the door that I opened had to do with Joshua and Chloe. So anyway, Chloe, what was it that you wanted to tell me? Look, if I've done something to offend you, I'm sorry, all right?
I love you, Joshua.
Oh my god, she just straight out fucking confessed. You know Estelle and him are already a thing. What? I'm sorry. I'm happy you feel that way, but...
Don't worry. I knew exactly how you were going to respond before I said anything. I just felt like I had to get that out before I could really start moving on. The sky sure is beautiful tonight, isn't it?
How long have you, felt that way?
Say, Joshua, if you had met me before Estelle, do you think you would have,
No. I'm pretty sure that never would have happened. Sorry.
I told you. Don't worry. I can't deny there's a part of me that wants to keep you all to myself. But even if that were possible, I don't think it would be what I truly wanted. Because when it comes down to it, I really love both you and Estelle. That's partly why I wanted to see that troubled face of yours one last time. It was worth the effort to bring out, too. That was probably the best expression I've seen to date.
You can be kind of a bully sometimes. You know that?
Maybe. This feels like the most fun I've had in some time.
I just tell guys I love them to see how they react.
So, what's on your mind, Joshua?
What?
I can easily tell you're worried about something. My instincts are quite sharp, or so I'd like to believe it besides. I was watching you the whole time I was handling that interview earlier.
Oh, how exactly am I supposed to take that?
Still, you're hiding something, aren't you? Are you planning on doing something all on your own again?
Your instincts are sharp, all right. Estelle surprises me from time to time, too, but you're definitely up there.
Well, that's just how us girls are. So come on, tell me what's troubling you.
It's nothing that major, really. I intend to leave Liberal by the end of the month.
But why? The country's finally at peace now.
It's exactly why I think this is the right time. Ouroboros seems to have completely withdrawn from the country, and the restoration efforts are coming along smoothly. So maybe it's about time for me to leave on a journey of my own. It's taken me a long time to get this far, but I've finally been able to start thinking of myself as a person and not some kind of broken doll. I was finally able to achieve the very thing everyone wanted it for me. That's been both a good thing and a bad thing. Good in that I finally feel human, bad in that my heart's been aching in a way it never did before. Broken dolls can easily look away from all the terrible things they've done, but I can't do that anymore.
Oh,
That's why I need to go on this journey around the continent, so I can work towards atoning for all that I've done. So I can start embracing the person I now am in the truest sense of the word.
I see. But if you do that, that means you won't be able to see Estelle for a while.
Yeah, I know. It might not even be for a while. It could be a long time. I'm still not sure how to break that to her either. That's the part that's on my mind right now. Also, what's up, Dragon Kuro? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I play these games. This is the third game in the series. You probably know that already, obviously. It says 3 on it. But this is my first time playing this one, so, no spoilers, please.
You've still got a lot of growing up to do, young man.
Young man. Huh?
If you ask me, you should just tell her in the way that comes most naturally to you. You don't have to write some big speech in your head in advance. Speak to her from your heart. You believe in her, don't you? No matter how you phrase it, she'll understand. All you have to do is get those words out there. You owe that much to her if you love her. You know that, right?
Yeah, I do. I really am hopeless, aren't I? You shouldn't have to tell me something that obvious.
You wouldn't be you if I didn't have to tell you. Plus, that kind of thing's part of why I love you too.
Please stop teasing me.
Just remember, it'll be okay. If anyone knows you, it's Estelle.
Also, get the raid notifications ready, because here it comes. Rio! What's up, Rio? Thank you for the raid, good sir. Thank you for that raid, as always, good sir. Not really surprised that you raided me, other than the fact that I didn't know if you were still alive. Appreciate the raid, sir. How did Cold Steel 4 go for you tonight? Oh shit, not only a raid, but a resub? Rio, on fire. And the shout out. Oh shit. When you were playing this minigame. Oh yeah.
Yes, that's my mission.
Hell yeah.
It's obviously my mission. That's why I stream Oshigami. To bring the sexy back.
Gotta love that Yakuza 0 phone minigame. It's the best. Ooh, Anyway, Rio. Hope Cold Steel 4 went good for you as usual. Yeah, thank God it played this one. I know that's pretty funny. What was I going to say? I'm assuming you're still not done, but that's not going to be a surprise answer, I'm sure. But anyway, I'm in the middle of reading this, so let me try and get through this. But yeah.
Just remember, it'll be okay. If anyone knows you, it's Estelle. Although, if you ask me, she'll
Joshua, where are you? Is that Estelle? It is. It is Estelle. Oh, is there a chance that one of the clips is going to be something from one of the other games that's a spoiler? Is that why, Rio and Tara? I see. Anyway. Oh, there you are. You have a clip that shows the ending to Cold Steel 3? Okay. I'll keep that in mind for next time we shout you out. But anyway. Look at these. They're Josette's goggles. I took them from her as spoils of war. Damn. Took her goggles. Got her.
I'm glad you were having fun, Estelle.
Make sure you give those back to Josette later, okay? Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Tune into next week's issue to find out. Wait, hold on. Chloe?
I suppose it's about time I return to the banquet now. You can have Joshua back now, Estelle.
Sure. Hey, Chloe. So, you want to see a movie this Friday? I mean, I'm not sure how to best to put this either, but thanks. I'm glad I was able to talk to you like this. Really, I am.
Oh. You're very welcome. Well then, I wish you both a very pleasant night. And don't let the bed bugs bite.
You ended your stream of Cold Steel 4 on the final chapter beginning introduction. Nice. So you're almost there, sir. Almost. Almost. Relative compared to how long you played the game, you're almost there. Let's just say that. The heck? So Joshua, what did you two, talk about? Nothing much. She just gave me a bit of much needed motivation. Oh, really? That sure cleared things up. It's been 5 years, and Estelle's believed in me for every single one. And I believe in her, too. No it doesn't. What motivation? Estelle, I've got something I need to tell you. I'm all ears. What's up? Well, you see... it's firework time. It's firework time. Wow, fireworks. They're so pretty. There's so many of them, too. You're 102 hours into Cold Steel 4? Jesus. That's way too many hours, sir. God damn. You see, Estelle. I'm gonna leave the country and you're gonna come with me. That actually wasn't that very long of a side story. I just made it long by reading all the dialogue out loud, so that's what I get. But hey, we got a luxurious lunch recipe, 35 Hundo Mira, and that is another door done, y'all. Okay, well, that is where we're going to call it a day, because holy moly, that took way longer than I expected to read. Whew, okay, let's pop that save, and next time on Trails in the Sky the Third, we're going to pop in to the third area of the game, split up our party, and do the thing. So I look forward to that very much so. But I definitely am glad we got through another one of these doors, another two of these doors, really, before I ended off today. So that was good. 2 less things I got to read next time. All right. Anyway, thank you for watching Trails of Cold... now you got Cold Steel in my head. Trails in the Sky the Third. And, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out!